Hey, it's Dan McDonald. I've got a weight loss salad for you. All salads would be weight loss salads if they were not loaded with a whole bunch of junk food on top of the lettuce. So I'm going to show you what I'm having for dinner. Super basic, super simple, but very nourishing, satisfying, high vibration, age reversal. And I'll show you the secret. So let's go to the fridge here and we will get some salad mix picked this morning. And I've got some, I think these are radish greens here, also microgreens. That's the secret to growing younger and having crazy energy, because there's all different categories of foods, and the sprouts, the nuts and seeds and the sprouted foods fall into the biogenic category, where they're taking all of that concentrated power, energy, and information, adding water, washing off all of the inhibitors, activating it to life, and bringing forth this potential where the plant is finally, with all that dormant energy, once that water hits, boom, the seeds, the nuts, they really want to emanate. So they have a lot of life force energy because they're planning on shooting up to the sky and becoming a tree or a plant. And so those biogenic foods are the most age reversing, activating. So sprouts are very good foods for giving you energy and youthful consciousness and vitality, because they're just really bursting for life. And secondarily, there are so biogenic is the top. That's the highest vibration living foods, like wheatgrass or natural grass, or even fresh food from the garden or fresh fruit from the tree. Freshly picked fruit, vibrating, ripe, that is biogenic. Then there's bioactive, which is foods that is more like raw foods, which is like, okay, it's been picked for a while, it's chilling, and it's not connected directly to the life current, but it's still holding some of its life force current. And those are the bioactive foods, which are still very nourishing and hydrating and beneficial. Then you start getting into biostatic foods, where it's like, okay, like in a pinch, you can still do it, but you're getting to the point where a lot of it is either very old or is semi-processed or was not grown in rich soil, and or has been cooked, like vegetables and whatnot are biostatic. I'm not saying that steamed vegetables or soups or broths or herbs can't be useful at different times. I have all these wonderful teas and things that I make to help dissolve mucus. I've actually had quite a bit of experience with that, some crazy stories. But those are the more bioactive foods, which you can use the consciousness of the herbs and the hot broths and the mechanical fiber action. When people are really sick, you don't want to just start them off on fruits and juice. You want to move into the herbs first, some cleansing herbs like the cleanse, some enzymes, some colonics, and slowly transform them into a transitional diet, bringing in more, like steamed vegetables are very good for those transitional periods where someone might have so much meat and so much residue and so much mucus and food combinations where there's a lot of putrefying, rancidifying waste matter, where you got the gut, and everyone has it to some degree or another, unless you're like a total liquidarian or water fasting or breatharian. About 1 in every 1,000 of those actually turn out to be the real thing. But they are out there, and it is possible. There's a process that you have to go through, and then this nectar drips from the top of your brain, and it literally feeds your body. But that's a whole nother level that's, we're not even talking about that yet, but it is possible. So just keep on refining yourself, and study all the works of the great masters. Of course, it's all hidden in the archives at the Vatican. And you got to dig to find it, but it's out there, and you can find out these amazing things. But finally, after the bio static, you've got the bioacidic. And about 80 to 85% of the foods consumed by humans are bioacidic. So I kind of want to finish my thought there. With the transitional diets, the raw food fanatic is crazy, but if you're really working with people that, because we get so sick, we're so out of balance, and everyone's crazy and they project onto you, and then you know they're not really doing the work, so then you just forgive them and let all that go. Because true mastery, it's going to take a minute. You know, it's not just going to happen overnight. Everybody wants to do a 3-day smoothie cleanse and think they're getting detoxed. I got news for you. Sorry. You've been around way too many industrialized, foods and chemicals and birth and trauma and carpet and garbage and filth and sprays all over the place everywhere. And it's crazy. Now, you don't want to be a fanatic, but the thing is the levels that you can get to are unbeknownst to the average person. And I encourage everyone to go to the top, in a balanced way. If the spirit is calling you, then you follow. So I was talking about biogenic, bioactive, biostatic, and bioacidic. 90, 85, whatever, 80, 85, 90% of the foods consumed in our modern industrialized society are bioacidic. They're processed to death, cooked to death, so many chemicals, so many flavorants and additives and spices and stimulants that the whole nervous system becomes this thing where it's like food becomes more of a nervous system stimulant than it does become a biogenic nourishing of electrical conductivity through the physical organism. That's why I love, because these are high vibration. If we had X-ray vision, we could see the life force coming off of these fresh foods that were just picked today. So that's a little explanation of the different, food categories. So I'm going to be having a biogenic, life-giving, age-reversing salad tonight. Okay, so you put the salad mix, which is just beautiful. Love it. And, magnifico. And then this is like, oh, she gave me 2 trays. I'll have to take that back. Melissa, if you're watching, may or may not have time. I'm making a video marathon, but I'm not getting very many views. I don't think my video titles are on point, or I don't know what it is. Just I'm not, or the algorithms got me kicked down, or people are sick of me selling stuff, which is totally fine. Why can't I get this open? Now, raw foods is just way too hard. It's like you're missing out, because the humans are here for pleasure. Now these are the radish greens, and these are the biogenic power blasters. Well, so good. Spicy. Lid's broken, but I'll take these back next week. Is that 3 of them? What the heck? Melissa, you hooked me. I got 4 of these. I could start a business. Make some raviolis or something. How do you make raw raviolis? Well, you got to go over to my website and pick up my whole recipe book, all my recipe videos, all my educational classes and courses for $97 right now. Do not miss it. That's going on for just a few more days. So appreciate everyone who's, invested in themselves, because all those raw food educational materials is eventually humankind is going to understand. I mean, in the end, it doesn't really matter, because you're just a body passing through. But if you want to heal yourself or whatever, I'm still hanging on because I'm 48 and have never been married. So I'm trying to keep myself in prime condition till I can find a wife. Then I'll get old and fat. I'll probably be on this. It's just like, it's getting better and better, and it's just, I'm gonna master it. You know, I'm kind of stuck in the matrix right now, but the levels of this thing that I'm gonna take it when I can get away from everything. Because you can't just be this skinny lightning rod going, just, I can't even stand my own thoughts. They mean nothing to me, you know? And when you tell people, I want to go somewhere and become nothing, you know, they're like, what the hell are you talking about? Don't you want to be somebody? Don't you want to get more stuff? Don't you want to be famous, loved? Don't you want to prove all your theories? No, I do not. I have zero interest in any of that. These are the activated, soaked, sprouted pumpkin seeds. They are the next level, baby. Right there. So, make a little burrito. Look at that. You can make a little pumpkin seed burrito. Bam. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Lemon or lime? Lime. Mmm. Udo's 369. High in omega-3s, perfectly balanced. And delicious as all get out. Mmm. Legit. And then a little bit of lime. And you have yourself a weight loss salad, but you don't need to lose weight, Dan. Exactly, because I eat these all the time, you know. Anyways, you got to get your gut clean, and I don't know. I do have one client who was very sick, and he was dying, and the hospital was making it worse, and he got a hold of me on some lucky, very fortunate for him and his wife, and she was a mess. She got a hold of me first, and I was like, listen, lady, you are a mess. You need to get your mind right. And I helped her, and she was wise enough, because she was older than me, a healer herself, has helped many, many people heal themselves. But I'm very fortunate. You know, I've got the one answer. You know, there's one answer to all the problems, you know. And I know what it is. It's not, the food thing is like answers to certain things, like cleaning out and getting everything cleared up and energizing, electrifying, and then processing it all as it comes up, because it's going to come up, and then you have to process everything, you know. And that's where people go, well, screw this, I'm going to get a burgers and ice cream, smoke a doobie. I ain't going to deal with my problems, because it's painful. You know, you got to look at everything. You know, you're like, oh my God, I'm responsible. I'm holding on to this because I love to hate. I love to be a victim, you know. And you got to get people to just be like, word. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, she got a hold of me. Then she had her dude get a hold of me. And we talked about 2 months ago, and he was on his way out big time. And he went 100% raw, and he has stayed the course. Now we're getting together for another round of consults, but he's been on the program, and he is feeling a lot better, man. So, you know, it's like very few people actually ever really do it, but when they do, they are very, very glad that they did, because the raw foods will clean you up and purify your blood and wash away all the sludge and the slime and the filth, and the living fiber keeps everything just moving through there real nice without, you know, accumulating. So a good balance is really, really nice to have. Fasting, juicing, raw foods, prayer, meditation, service, exercise, sunlight, and sleep, you know. So I'm gonna chill out, watch a movie, meditate, and go to bed myself. Thanks for watching this video. Super chill. Had a great workout today, great yoga, great phone calls, great consults, and I have a great life, and I'm very grateful for everyone who's picked up the $97 sale, helping out DTM and his whole crew over there at regenerateyourlife.org. Those are the raw food recipes. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend the education. And, you know, just getting on it, man, because it's legit. There's no one right answer, but there is one solution to all the problems. One day I'm going to quantum leap out of this YouTube thing, and I'm going to, maybe I will make videos, but I really want to just talk to the people who are like, okay, I am sick of this crap. I am sick of being crazy, depressed, anxious, scared, angry, agitated, sick. I want to know what is the solution. And it's going to be the desperate people, because I'm one of the ones that was just desperate. I'm like, I need the truth. I don't get to get away with, like, I just never got away with it. I just couldn't. It just wasn't good enough. The money, the women, the sex, the fame, the health, the drugs, the food, it just was, ended up just, it was so empty. And it was discipline that filled me up. It was denial that brought me joy. So I'm not against anything. I just feel like it's better just to stay in the center. It's cool. I'm not against anything. People are like, why are you against meat? It's like, I'm not against meat. Eat up. Come to my house. I'll make you a steak. Never use the stove. I don't have any pans or pots. Never used that stove even one time. You know, people are like, why do you have a microwave? It's like, well, it came with the apartment. If I tear it out, it'll cost me a few grand for them to put it back in. So I think I'll save my deposit and just leave the microwave there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always says that. Why do you have a microwave? Why do you have a stove? It's like, this isn't my house, man. I'm one of those traveling nomads. Oh. The lime, the oil tastes like peanut butter. It's like, oh. Hey, juices, smoothies, salads, fruit, entrees, desserts, biogenic, bioactive, fasting, you know, regeneration. Thank you.